Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, Pisces Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. Welcome to my channel. Here we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. The video today is going to consist of two parts. I will timestamp for the second part. The first part will be for the week of December 12th. I'm sorry, it's December 2nd through the 8th. And the second part will be the mid-month update on love and money, which is actually a mid-cycle of Sagittarius. So that will cover December 5th through the 20th. And so I actually recorded most of my videos yesterday, and today they seem to be going a lot longer. So I don't know what we're going to get here, so hang in there. All right, so this week is interesting. It's got some really great energy to it, but I do want to take a moment to thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments, for helping me to grow my channel, for connecting with me. I really like that connection. So when you hit that thumbs up, when I tap into the energies, I can pick up yours. And I always like to encourage everybody to try to check out your sun, your moon, and your rising so you get a more complete picture of what's going on. So your sun sign is the core of you. It's your value system. It's how you view the world. Your rising sign, it's your personality. It's how the world is going to view you. And your moon sign is how you're going to react and respond to the energy around you. This is some crazy energy for you this week. All right. It kind of looks like a roller coaster. We'll get into that in just 1 second. I do want to talk about the fact that on Monday, when the moon is in Aquarius, as we start out the week, we also have Capricorn moving, Jupiter moving out of Sagittarius, its home sign, into Capricorn. So out of expansive and really kind of growth-oriented energy into now we need to have structures and boundaries in order to make this thing work. So the past year, we've been in this one cycle, and now the next year is the creating the stability. It is a 4-year, 2020. 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 equals stability. And so there's a lot of that going on. So just something to keep in mind. This is a cycle that is starting that will impact your life. And you may, because you're very sensitive, feel it right away. So what I find, so the first card I saw was this. This energy right here of the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords can be very aggressive communication. And there's communication is really highlighted this week. And see, Sagittarius for you. Well, this is, see, we got Aquarius. So, well, at least it's not in your, well, Sagittarius though. So, Sagittarius sun is it's very public area for you, and so it's your business, it's your career, it's your most public persona. So just kind of keep it aware of that. But the moon has fortunately moved into your house of goals and hopes and dreams, and the first house of you and what you value. But we finish out the weekend communication in the third house, and so watch out for this energy. Okay, aggression is good in order to create action. Knight of Swords it's about truth and telling it like it is. But when it's not well thought out, it can be creating a hazard. Or if you're distracted and you're just saying stuff and not really paying attention. Okay, we have the Seven of Wands energy, which is telling your truth. It's standing on the high ground. It's like defending what you believe in. And so I kind of feel like defending what you believe in a very aggressive, vocal manner is something to just kind of pay attention to. All right, so this energy, not a real fan of, but you're being warned. And so try to keep an eye on that. But what's really interesting is you have this. You have the King and the Queen of Cups. I don't recall ever getting a couple in the overall energy for the week. And what's really interesting about this is that on Tuesday, Venus moves into sextile energy with Mars, and they're both in a nice aspect to the moon that's moved into your home sign of Pisces. So beautiful, loving communication, totally possible. Totally possible. And the thing about this is it shows the king giving the love and receiving the love, and the queen is very receptive and compassionate and caring, and she's giving the love by listening, but that looks like that child brought her something to drink, so she's also receiving. So the give and the take, the receiving of a very loving situation is very possible this week. And some of the other energies that are happening, I don't want to say this and get your hopes up. So for some, not all, for a select few, twin flame energy at play here. That's what that looks like to me. So let's just see what happens with the rest of the week. So now you're all jittery going, yay, twin flame. Twin flames are not always easy. All right, so what do we have going on here? So this energy here is about the path. On Monday, you know, this idea, this thing that you've been working on, this thing that's been gestating around in your mind since about the time that Mercury went direct not soon enough. It went direct on the 20th. So anything that you've been kind of thinking about and working on and everything, and we're getting ready to get out of the shadow. We'll be out of the shadow early next week. I thought it was the 8th, but it might be the 10th. It's something like that. So when that happens, so we're looking down the path. We're trying to make adjustments. We want to communicate out in a way that people will receive the information. And when I see these cards here, I want to warn you, you want to communicate your ideas in this way, the giving and the taking of communication, not that it's my way or the highway, I'm right, I'm totally right, and I'm going to force it down your throat energy. If you really want it to be productive, if you want it to be well received, if you want to create the team that you might need to make it work. So, okay, yep. We have chaos and conflict. There's a situation this week that just be on your toes. Be on your toes, okay? So what we do have, though, is why. Why is one of the best things to ever ask. I think it is where you learn the lessons. Not why does this always happen to me? That's not productive energy. The question is, why? What is the lesson? Why would this work and why wouldn't this work? It's the research, it's the information, it's the studiousness. It is also Swords energy of really thinking things through. And so, reviewing why things happen in your life and understanding that you create patterns and if you want to break them, you need to do things differently than you've done them before, right? But then there's also this energy of creation. Okay, so this is creative energy here, and this is creative energy. You are poised on the precipice of something, but you're kind of having to wait for it. And so while you're waiting, you have chop wood. And chop wood is about, doing the day-to-day activities that you need to do to maybe keep your mind occupied so you're not stirring around here in the Y energy, so that you're not caught up in the chaos and the conflict. And just understanding that things are definitely getting ready to shift and change. They are for everybody. And while you're waiting, while you're on the edge here for things to get going, it's a really good time to keep yourself busy with more mundane things, the day-to-day living things, the things that move your life forward positively. Don't let things pile up. Don't procrastinate. Do stockpile and get ready for when you're going to be super busy. So what can you do now in case things get really busy in January? Well, one thing you could do is you could start working on your taxes, and I know what that sounds like. But I've already done it. I've already started working on them because I know January is going to be really, really busy because of all the planetary action. And I don't, once we get into the holidays and it starts moving, it's just the craziness. And so I like to, at the end of November, first couple weeks of December, try to line all that stuff, go through my receipts, get everything done, and try to be ready so that January 31st, when you can turn that stuff into your account, and man, I'm in there and I get my money back faster. So, planning ahead, doing the day-to-day mundane, crappy-ass work that we don't want to do. Excuse my language, that just popped out. But anyways, children shouldn't be watching this anyway. Okay, so, sweet energy of that sextile happening on Tuesday, but Tuesday is also about, I have these backwards. Tuesday is about assessing the future, like looking to see what do you know, what don't you know, the why, right? Assessing and discerning on this choice of the decision that you're going to make. And so this week, research is highly recommended to figure out what it is you need to know in order to move yourself forward. in a very positive direction. Wednesday has a lot of energy of creativity involved in it, and so I'm not surprised to see this card at all. We have consultant expert, because when I saw that Y card, I feel like there's stuff you need to know that maybe you can't figure out, and it does have a book. Now the book has angel wings on it, so again, in contact with your higher self, meditation, conversation with spirit, definitely to help you sort through some things, but also in the physical 3D world, finding someone to talk to that can give you the information you need. So let's go back to the tax thing. Maybe you need to consult with the expert with your tax accountant and say, so what's the mileage rate for this year? Of course, you can find that on the internet, but what are the new tax laws? What kind of receipts do you need? What is, because everything changes every year. So what can you write off and what shouldn't you write off? And, that kind of thing. So maybe you just need more information on that. Maybe you're building on a project and you're like, okay, so I don't really know. I want to purchase this retail space, but I don't know how to do that. So you might need to get, talk to a real estate agent who does commercial work or something. It feels like something where you need a lot more information. It doesn't feel like a little. It feels like a lot. So a lot of research feels and do the work daily. Chop wood also means to put the effort in every day. That's day to day to day, doing the work that prepares you so that you're ready because you're poised for something exciting to happen here. On Thursday afternoon at 2:44 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time in the United States, the moon is going to move into Aries. And Aries is your second house of self-worth, self-esteem, self-value, finances. And this seems to be like, this is the energy of competitiveness. And especially in that house for you, that it's like trying to keep up with the Joneses kind of energy. Well, why do they have it and we don't have it? And maybe I can't have it. And so when you use words like, I never have enough money, I can't do this, I never do that. When you do that, you are creating vows of poverty that you're reinforcing ones that you've made in previously in this life or in other lifetimes or in other timelines. And so, wow, so much stress just built up there. Okay, so lots of stress around money. Wow. Okay. Face your fears. You did not get this card, and I don't even know if the card is even in any of these that I have. I want to say sit down and write out your budget. That would be a really good way to start planning, okay? Don't hide from it. Figure out where your money is, what you have, what you can expect to make, and what you need to go out and create a plan. And make sure you start with a savings plan first. Pay yourself first so that you can feel like you have a cushion in case something happens. That'll help with the fears. It tells the universe that you know that you are abundant enough to put some money aside. And so then it'll increase the flow of abundance to you because it raises your vibrational energy level. I want to say don't worry about what other people have. There is more than enough for everyone to have it. It is not like, even though it seems like that at times with the tax codes, that the flow of abundance only goes to a certain few and doesn't go to, it's actually available to everyone. The universe and the stars and everything, the way things are lining up, it's all going to shift soon anyway. That stranglehold of the top 1% it can't stay that way. That's why Uranus is hanging out in Taurus. And it is not going to be maybe 2020, but 2021, I think, when we go, holy crap. So get yourself ready. Start worrying about what you can do right now, which is, paying down your debts and not overspending for the holidays and figuring out what it is that you can do to set yourself up. Wow, this feels so financial. And there are no pentacles here. It's craziness. All right, so here we go. We've got essence. In my essence, I am joy. So choosing to feel positive and choosing to feel lighthearted and choosing to start waking up. Start waking up. I am joyously awake and aware and ready for anything. That's that poised energy. the chaos and conflict that's going around us, it's kind of like that tower is happening, and it's stirring things up, and there will be restructuring all over the place. And so if you can wake up to your spiritual potential, wake up to this unlimited source of abundance, then you can be a leader that helps other people through this, right? And it says, I am a beacon of radiance, support, and love. In my essence, I am joy. So if you can wake up to the fact, and it is a fact, that you are the divine source of God, that light of God, a spark of it. This is having a human experience. You're not your experience, you're just having them. If you could start to really integrate that into your belief system and allow yourself to wake up. So spend time in meditation, spend time in nature, get some really great books. Boy, I've been reading The Divine Sophia. I have 2 of them I'm actually reading. One of them has all these initiations in it. That one's by Kyra Ra. And then there's one by Tracy McLaughlin. Oh, I don't see it, or I could tell you for sure it is. Tracy, hold on. Here we go. They're right here. Okay, so this book, oh, geez, the light. This book right here, and this book right here. If you want someplace to start with understanding what's happening as far as spiritually in this world right now, if you want to start to understand the path of the dominance of the patriarchy, how the Piscean age, which we are exiting at this time, was kind of stolen by the patriarchy, then if you want to understand the age of Pisces, which you are so connected to, start with those books and learn the why. And learn that and allow yourself to waken up to wake up to what's happening. And so maybe the experts you need to consult could be a book if it's about spiritual stuff. On Sunday, the moon moves into Taurus at 2:29 a.m. There's this stubbornness that comes in at the end of the day on Saturday, and then into Sunday we get into the stubbornness of Taurus that wants a plan and wants to move forward and wants to create stability and wants to focus on it, and it's really frustrating energy because we have the sun in, oh wow, okay, we have the sun in a square to Neptune, and we have Jupiter in a square to Chiron, and it's creating this muddle of confusion of what hurts, what doesn't feel good. And remember, Chiron is in Aries, and that's in your 2nd house, self-value, self-worth, self-esteem. This is really going to be a triggering kind of event, more than likely for you, because Neptune rules your sign. So if I were scheduling my calendar as a Pisces this week, I would schedule Sunday to myself. To spend time taking a soft water bath, candlelight, soft music, allowing myself to journal and to dream and to figure things out, because not only do you have the awakening card here, but you have it again. You have it again. It says awakening dreams. We are coming up out of this dreamlike state that we have been in. And so it could be that we are, as Pisces, there's this opportunity this week, this doorway, the thing that's happening. And then on December 12th at 12:12 a.m., I don't know if I mentioned this, I'm sorry if I'm speaking in circles, there is this situation that is occurring. The gateway is opening, and the full moon in Gemini is happening at 12:12 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time in the U.S. on the 12th of December in a 12 year. And so, wow, super potent. Make sure that you are planning ahead to do a full moon intention. It feels really important. It feels super important and opportunistic to really tap into what's going on. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start finally on the mid-month update. on love and money. And I'm going to use the little Lenormand cards, which I really enjoy. We're going to cover what's the key to the situation, the past, the present, the future, thoughts, feelings, actions, get a little bit of guidance on it, and find out what the overall energy of the next 2 weeks as we finish out this Sagittarius experience cycle that we are currently having before we head into all the raucous energy of eclipses and Saturn and Pluto conjunction. Is so much happening. This is 2020 is going to be, we thought this year was crazy. Hold on. This year's 2019 said, yeah, man, this has been a crazy year. And 2020 said, here, hold my beer. That's what it's going to be like. Yep. Okay. The overall energy is feeling safe and secure, creating stability in your life. We're moving into 2020, which is a year of stability, right? 2 + 2 is 4. Stability. So, cleverly figuring out how to get what you really need. Okay? So that's that chop in the wood. What do you need to do right now? What do you need to do right now to make sure that you're feeling safe and secure? The key to the situation, there's a contract. It's in the heart space. So could this be love? I'm going to go with it absolutely could be. We have the King and the Queen of Cups here. Absolutely. And if it is, congratulations. That is not all of us. But some of you, that's amazing. It could be absolutely, it could be a love commitment. It could also, because we had that really powerful negative energy that came out with it, it could be the dissolution of King and the Queen of Cups of a marriage situation. In that case, I'm sorry. But I want you to remember that there's always a gift and we always learn something. That could be why there's chaos and conflict and you're seeking out the why of the situation. So there could be that. This contract here could be vows that you have made from past lifetimes. Energy that you are allowing to clear and pass out of your life with this full moon that's coming up and then the eclipses, and you're allowing this negative energy to flow out of your life to allow you to waken up. This could be you breaking the karmic vows. Absolutely, and that's what I'm feeling the strongest. Boy, do I feel that. Okay, so for many of you, it is that kind of energy. It could be something like buying or selling a property, beginning or ending of a job. It's in the heart space, though. It's something you feel very passionate about, something that is important to you. And since we have this fox here with this needing to make sure that he's safe and secure, it could absolutely be about a job or where you're going to live. In the recent past, okay, so the house is showing up here in the house of secrets and needing information. So, again, I feel like this could definitely be about where you're going to live and how you're going to feel, how you're going to pay for it, how you're going to feel safe and secure, because finances were really feeling strong in the first part of this reading. And so it could totally be that clarity is going to create the transformation. I also have paying attention to the stars, and so I feel like it's planetary actions, also fate at hand and moving things around and shifting things, and maybe that's why you're poised, but it hasn't happened yet because not everything is quite lined up. And there's a ship in here down at the bottom. I don't know if you can see it's down here. And that is about moving forward. It's the dawn of a new day. Because we have the sunrise happening and all these stars here too at the same time. So it feels like it's a new beginning. It's a new opportunity. And things are transforming and moving forward. But it feels like it's about following your passion. And things feel like they're still at a distance. You know, that ship is way out there. You can't really see it yet. So allow for the healing to happen in the arena of your finances and feeling abundant. And so I go back to this vow here that feels very karmic is around money. It's around feeling safe and secure. And so this is a really good time to sit down and write down all of your fears regarding money and feeling safe and secure, and doing a ceremonial burning, turning them over to spirit and saying, I cut the cords of all vows I've made, past, present, other timelines, future, regarding abundance. I am open to the flow of the abundance that flows of the universe. It flows to me and through me. Either is more than enough for me and more than enough for me to share. And open yourself up and allow that flow to happen. And then I think after you burn it, go take a saltwater bath and actually soak in that, because it's so good for Pisces anyways, being in water. And it will help, and just imagine all the negative energy, any residual energy that did not get burned up with the fire coming off of your body, and then watch it go down the drain. And know that you are awakening to a new you, new opportunities. A new commitment to yourself, a commitment to remembering that you are abundance. At the core and the heart of you, you are a spark of the divine, and that divine soul is a co-creator with spirit. You are abundance. It's not that you have it. It's not that you deserve it. It's not that you want it. It's that that's actually what you are. So, in the past, lots of concerns about where to set down your roots, or family health concerns, either you or members, extended members of your family, family relationships, extended family could be involved in this, but then a lot of anxiety around these situations here. Look at this. In the area of the heart, you have this abundance. You are abundant. That's what you are. So the fish represent abundance. Usually it's financial, but and because there's a lot of emphasis here on financial, but and this right here, this space right here is the house of the fish, and so we have the healing here. So healing at the very soul level of your doubts and your insecurities, your past karmas, these vows that need to be broken regarding poverty, their poverty consciousness vows. And so I'm going to strongly encourage that you, if you find yourself saying, I never have, I can't, I won't, whatever, stop and say Control, Alt, Delete. Then I know that sounds silly. However, it brings it to your consciousness that you're cutting that. Or if you don't want to say that, you can just go snip, snip, because you're cutting the cord of that vow that just came out of your mouth, so that you're not stacking them up again. You are abundance. That is what you are. In the recent past, your obstacle has been getting the right perspective on the situation. Being able to see from a higher perspective and seeing the opportunities and seeing who you really are. And the action here is transformation. And the transformation comes from clarity of breaking these vows, of recommitting to yourself as divine source. Wow, powerful stuff today. Look at this. In the arena of the anchor, the stability in the future, the area of stability in your life, we have the heart. And the heart has abundance and healing. These cards, this card, this is the house of the heart, and they're just, wow. Pisces. That is amazing. That is amazing. So, make sure that you are doing this full moon. I don't even know if you need to wait till the full moon. There's never a wrong time to cut the vows of negative energy that you have collected through your lifetimes. And so this week, I don't even want you to wait till next Thursday. I want you to start this week. Find some space. Maybe Tuesday when there's that beautiful energy between Mars and Venus, because Venus rules finances. Mars is action oriented, and Pisces is hopes, goals, and dreams, and they're all in that beautiful energy together. And so make a date with yourself for Tuesday to sit down and write I release myself from all vows of poverty, of lack that I have ever possessed in this lifetime or in any lifetime. Burn it, turn it over to Spirit, and then sit down and write yourself a new vow, a new contract. I am abundance. I am abundance. I am abundance. And then take a saltwater bath. I almost feel like take the bath first to clear the negative energy, then write yourself the new contract. Wow. And then if you have sage available, I would sage that sucker and seal the deal. But if you can't do that, you know, you can roll it up. Okay, I just saw it rolled up like a scroll with a little wax dripped on it, you know, and then just press your thumbprint or something down into the warm wax to seal it. It isn't the ritual that matters, it's doing the ritual that matters. Okay, so however you choose to do it isn't what matters. What matters is that when you consciously make a ritual to do something, that conscious action, that is your intentions being sealed. That is you consciously creating the new intention. And if having a scroll, you know, that's been wax with your thumbprint in it, so you use like beeswax or paraffin wax, something that's not going to hurt you. Most candles are made out of it these days, so it's not that hard. If having that and just setting that on your dresser as a reminder, and all it says in there is, I am abundance, I am abundance, I am abundance. And you have made that commitment to yourself, and I would write it 3 times for the Trinity. I think if you do that, I think you will find that the intention behind it can create the clarity that helps you transform your life, because every day you can look at it and you can remember, and you'll start healing the energy around your feelings of lack, and then you'll start in your soul and in your heart feeling abundant and feeling stable. Wow, the readings today have been amazing. Okay, so God is your source. Everything you need is supplied by the infinite source of God, and your faith opens the doorways to receive. In God there is no lack or limitation. Rather, there is plenty of abundance for all who share. I am abundance. You are the divine spark of God. So if God is your source, you are a spark of that source. If God is infinite abundance, you are a spark of infinite abundance. And then organize for success. And so, two things come to mind. 1, do a ritual. And 2, before you do the ritual this week. So when you get home tonight, because it's Monday when you're watching this, right? When you get home tonight, clear out a drawer. I don't care. Underwear drawer. Throw out some nasty underwear that you never wear anyways, right? It's the act of clearing space. And then on Tuesday, and gather up your stuff to do this. You know, the Epsom salt. So maybe you need to make a shopping list. Pick it up after you on your way home. You need a candle, something to light the candle if you don't already have it. You need some Epsom salt to soak in, and a piece of paper. That's all. You may have a lot of those things already around the house. They're all affordable. And write your new contract. Write the new contract in your soul. I am so inspired by this idea, which I've never thought of before, that I will be doing this with you on Tuesday, Monday and Tuesday. Actually, I have all the stuff, so I'll be doing this on Tuesday. Oh, Monday I'll be clearing space. I clear space every day, though, because it's becoming important. You can clear space simply by going into your computer and removing old files that you've never used before. You can do some of that at work, right? Don't tell your boss. So, clearing space, it actually just changes the energy. You can do this. We can do this. We can all do this. Anybody listening to this video, even if they're cross-watching, can do this. All right, so let's cover the The heart stuff, the heart space stuff. Whew, okay. I feel like this one too, and this one. All right. Not surprised that we have a lot going on in the heart space. Wow. Okay. First off, this process of writing your new vows, I want you to understand we still have chopped wood sitting here, right? It's not like you're going to wake up tomorrow and there's going to be a bag of money sitting on your doorstep. We have only time will tell. And so I feel like this is a process that you need to allow time for everything to work. And so I want to encourage you, after you write this vow, every day you write down in your journal, write down in your calendar, write it down and say it as you write it. I am abundance, I am abundance, I am abundance. You just need to do it 3 times. You can light a candle and do it in the evening. I am abundance, I am abundance, I am abundance. And those books I showed you, Kyra, she has this group that I attend online, and she taught us this affirmation that I'm going to share with you. It is, yes, thank you, I accept, I receive. Yes, thank you, I accept, I receive. Yes, thank you, I accept, I receive. Say it 3 times. The yes is, yes, I'm open to the abundance of the universe. Thank you for showering me with the abundance of the universe. I accept that it may not come in the form that I think it's going to come in. I accept the conditions that it might require, the effort it might take to create this abundance, right? It's accepting of the situation that surrounds it, the changes that need to be made that maybe you didn't foresee. I accept, and then I receive. I receive the flow of the abundance. And so only time will tell exactly what form this will all happen in, but these are things you can do. These are things you can do. And so then we have freedom. There is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. Passion, a magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. You can attract to you whatever it is that you want right now. You may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. I accept the turmoil. I receive the blessing, right? It is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is time you give yourself. Find some space. Make a commitment to spend a little time with yourself. Journaling is so great. It's a great way to channel your higher self, and a message for you. I am thinking of you. This is from Spirit. I am thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. But I also think it's a possibility, although it only shows one person filled with light from the divine, that for those of you who are on this twin flame journey, that it could also be a message from your twin flame that you might not even know yet in the 3D world. But I don't want you to get too wrapped up in that. I want you to get wrapped up in the fact that you are co-creator with Spirit, and you can create this new contract of abundance with yourself. That is a great place to focus right now. Okay, well, apparently we have this one. That's longevity. Look at all the green of abundance that she's wearing, too. Wow, so many. I knew these readings were going to be long today. All right. Healing and revival. The worst is over, and the immediate future is promising. Pursue a healthy lifestyle to change the way you view yourself and the world. Be happy with the outcome. I accept. Protection. Uncertainty lurks around you. You are shielded, but you are shielded by the powerful energy of the heavens light, and the birds sing you a message of hope. Feel safe and have no worries. Mount Tau is the most sacred, and I probably said that wrong, it was T-A-I, most sacred and formidable, indomitable of the Taoist mountains. It is here to support you and protect you. And this card, in the space of the mountain, the tower being there in Lenormand is about being protected. And so the mountain is actually protecting you. It's shielding you. It's beautiful. Wow, intuition. You guys have cards I've never seen before. You have a clear vision of things to come, and your wisdom has guided you. Continue to use this sense of future to direct your current path. Trust your instinct and share the divine message from your heart with those concerned. Be open to needed changes. I accept. Grounding. So we have the earth and we have grounding. Okay, so getting outside if you can, resting your back against a tree, salt water baths are very grounding. Laying on the floor and imagining that roots are growing out of your body, feeling yourself being supported by Mother Earth, by Gaia. You can do these things for no money, right? Ground yourself, and you can do them daily. Stand up forcibly. Wow, we had that Seven of Wands. Remember, stand up forcibly for what you believe. Your strength and intelligence will get you through. Don't rush. We have the only time will tell. Don't rush your decision based on limited information. Welcome other consultations and opinions. Remember, consult an expert. But don't allow yourself to be pushed. This feels very practical advice. This seems about some kind of an idea that you're working on that might be the source of financial abundance and security in the future. And then we have karma. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm going to do the moon first. The moon, you are wandering between a jubilant world of reality and fantasy. All is not as it seems. Embrace sensuality and sensitivity in this current energy. The heightened emotions may not be stable, so avoid making big decisions at this time. So again, we have this, you don't have all the information yet, okay? But there are things you can do to prepare yourself to get ready to get organized for success, right? Okay, karma. The cycles of birth and rebirth, action and reaction, comprise our universe. Hate leads to vengeance and love leads to euphoria. The opportunity to create good karma is now. The opportunity to create good karma, to write a contract for yourself of good karma, right, is now. All past life influences are working toward a final balance. Your situation arose from past karmic connections. I accept what it is. It is the past. It can be released. You can write the new contract. Pisces. Wow. Just wow. Wow. Yes. Thank you. I accept. I receive. Okay, this is so much about you needing to release your resentment of other people having what you think you should have, because they can have it too. There is enough to go around. And so you have envy that showed up. Final word. You releasing that envy. Releasing that I can't keep up with the Joneses attitude that you have. Well, first off, maybe you don't even want what they have. You might think you do, but you don't really know what all goes on over there. You have limited information. You don't know what it looks like from the outside. So focus instead on what it is you want to create for yourself, and don't worry about what other people have. They're dealing with their karma, and they're also dealing with their hopes, goals, and dreams and ambitions, and why shouldn't they be allowed to chase them down too? Okay? I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. Don't worry about what other people have going on. Just focus on yourself. And we have fear. Of course you do. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. You are going to be challenged on this path, Pisces, because these are some deep ties. So recommitting every day to your new vow. It's going to be important. Make a date with yourself for that saltwater bath every night for like until your birthday, your actual whatever birthday that is. So 3 months. If you're a Pisces rising, it could be 9 months, whatever. You're giving birth to a new idea, a new place, a new space in your life, right? Allow the energy to solidify of this new contract. Breaking the old karma and setting your new karma in place. You can do this. Wow, what a reading. All right, you take care. We'll talk soon. Hopefully not for 45 minutes, though. All right, if you stuck with me this long, I'm proud of you. You take care, and we'll talk soon. Bye.